Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing and using the brand new Chanel collection. So if you're curious to see what products I picked up, hear my thoughts on these brand new products and see how I created this full face of Chanel. Keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything that I picked up from the brand new Chanel collection. Now, my SA reached out to me and showed me these swatches as soon as she had them in store. You guys, I cannot even tell you how happy I am to finally have an SA who understands what I want. I just want to be notified when new launches appear in the store, and she does that. She reaches out, she gives me swatches, and she lets me order. I am just beyond grateful, and I'm so grateful to one of my wonderful subscribers, Felice, who introduced me to her because my new SA is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I am so incredibly grateful. So just huge thank you to Felice. Huge thank you to my SA Jackie for sending all of this stuff over. So I'm going to go ahead, show you guys everything that I purchased. I will insert a photo of how it came because I did unbox everything and film a few shorts and tip a few photos for Instagram. But I want to show you guys how it came because it really was so beautifully packaged, and it was in this beautiful Lunar New Year packaging, which I did absolutely love. Items that I picked up were the brand new eyeshadow quad in Utopia. This looks beautiful. She did send me swatches. I'm a little nervous because I do think that it is beautiful. However, the swatches look pretty glittery. So here are the 4 shades. I think it looks beautiful for spring. I saw promo pics of this released last year and I just knew I had to have it. But after seeing the swatches, I am a little bit nervous. Now it does have that beautiful camellia embossing on it. I think that that will go away, but I'm not sure how long it'll take before that happens. I'm gonna go ahead and put my glasses on so I can read on the back here and tell you guys a little bit about the product. It is made in Italy and has an 18-month shelf life. So that is the new eyeshadow Utopia, which I'm really excited to try. There was also a Camellia Futura. This is a powder blush trio. This is also limited edition. You guys, this really intrigued me. Now this is made in France. It does come with a little brush, has a mirror, and then here are the shades. So you have 3 different shades of pink, a light pink, a dark pink, and then more of like a bronzy pink. Well, looking at it up close, it might even be a little bit coral. So I'm very excited to swatch that and use that. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I did also pick up what I thought was an eyeliner, but once I got it, it looks more like one of those crayons that you can use as eyeshadow or liner. So this is the Stilo Ombre et Contour, and this is in shade Taupe Flume. So this is a brown shade. And that is what it looks like. So we'll use that today along with the eyeshadow. I think that this taupe shade is going to pair perfectly with the new eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow stick has a 18-month shelf life and is also made in Italy. And then there were several new lipsticks. I believe that they reformulated the Rouge Coco lipsticks, which is my favorite type of Chanel lipstick, is the Rouge Coco. So I picked up shade Mademoiselle, which is shade 104. Now I actually do have Mademoiselle in the original formula. When it is time to do my lips, I will swatch the lipstick and I will swatch the original Mademoiselle that I have. The other shade that I picked up was 112 Paris. And this looks a little bit deeper, but that is 112 Paris. So I will definitely be doing some swatch comparisons to the original Rouge Coco lipsticks that I have. And they reformulated the Ultra Tenue Duos. These are where you've got the lipstick on one side and the gloss on the other, and they're very long wearing. So this is shade Intense Nude. That's what Intense Nude looks like. So I do have several of these duos as well. So I will also do some swatch comparisons with the duos when it comes time to use this. And with the lipsticks, you could also get a case. They had like a little lipstick case. So I went ahead and picked that up too. I thought it was really cute. So it holds 2 lipsticks. You can just throw that in your purse. I thought it was cute. I went ahead and picked it up. I probably didn't need the lipstick case, but I couldn't resist. I went ahead and grabbed it. So that is everything that I picked up from this brand new Chanel collection. I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches, and then we'll use everything that I picked up today to complete this full face of Chanel. I'm going to start with the blush, and I'm going to start with the individual shades, and then I will do one swatch of all of them together. And I'm going to start with the light pink. That was pretty light. Now we'll go into the darker pink. They appear very light, very sheer. And here's the more orange kind of coral burnt shade. So those are very, very sheer. And then if I were to just mix them together, this is what I get. And honestly, that's probably the way that I will use it, is just mix all three shades together. Yeah, that's very sheer. I was not expecting it to be quite so sheer. I think it's pretty, but very sheer. Hopefully it's buildable. So I'm going to take a Chikuhodo F03, and I will try my best to just go into the light shade and show you what the light shade looks like on its own. Now, normally I would be using this over a cream blush, but I wanted to show you the actual color. So I did not use a cream blush today. So I got a little bit of color on my cheek. I'm going to go in with the darker pink and build that up. So the darker pink definitely added a little bit more pigment to the cheek. And then last I will go in with this burnt shade, kind of like a burnt orange. Definitely buildable. Definitely buildable. You can see that I went in several times. I don't notice any patchiness. It doesn't look dry at all. I think you can easily build it up to the level of intensity that you want. All right, I think that that's pretty. I really do. So now I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to mix all three shades together. And I'll use that on my left side because that is how I will typically wear it. I think trying to section out each shade a little bit messy for me. So I just prefer to swirl them all together. So you can see the difference. So I just went in with one swirl on my left side, and on my right side I kept adding layers of the different shades, and so you can see it's much more intense. So it's definitely buildable. I think that it is really pretty though. Let me know what you guys think. Now, over the years, I have definitely accumulated several limited edition Chanel blushes, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of those for you guys so you can see the differences or the similarities. Maybe you already have some of these in your collection. So I'm going to start here with Péché Rosé, and I'm going to swatch it down here because I think it might be most similar to that burnt orange shade. This one is a little bit more coral, but hopefully you guys can see this. It is similar. So this one came out last year. This is Golden Peach, and I'm gonna take that peach shade. Again, I think this one's gonna be a little bit more coral. So it actually is very similar to the shade you get when you mix all three together. So here is the peach shade, and that's the shade that I got when I mixed all three shades together. And it does kind of look like that middle shade too. So I'm gonna swatch it right underneath the middle shade. Yeah, that's very, very similar. And I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. My experience over the years has been when Chanel releases these blushes, they are very similar to the shades in years past. So this was from a few years ago. This is the Fleurs de Printemps, and I am probably completely butchering that. So again, I'm going to take the darker shade. This shade is significantly more intense than the newer shades. Very similar, just more intense. Here is a blush that came out, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I will swatch each one individually and then I will do them together. What I will say about this blush is that it was also very, very sheer. So I went in with that kind of coral shade. It's similar, but I don't think it's the same as any. Here's the pink shade. Again, I think that pink one is kind of like that middle pink. So I'm gonna go swatch it next to it. It's similar. I don't know that it's the same, but it's very sheer, just like the sheers. That was the Swirl Together. Very similar. Very, very similar. I think if you already have any of these palettes, you probably have this color story. Here is the Le Beige from last year. This is the Coral. I think that this one's going to be a lot more intense as well. It's a little bit more intense, and it kind of looks like the shade you get when you mix all three together. And then the last one I'm going to swatch is the Le Beige from last year. This is the Rose Polaris. Again, it is similar to that pink shade, but I think that that's very common for Chanel. I mean, just look at all of these swatches. They are all very, very similar. So with that in mind, if you already have these other Chanel blushes, I don't think that you need to run out and get this unless you are a collector and you love to collect the limited edition makeup pieces. I do think that it is beautiful. So if you don't have any of these other blushes, I think that this is beautiful and it is worth picking up. If you already have these and you don't care about collecting every single limited edition release from Chanel, I don't think you need to go get it. But let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on the limited edition collections? Do you guys pick up each and every limited edition collection? Are you more selective? If you've picked it up one year, do you pass on one year? Let me know. I would love to hear. For me personally, if I did not have my YouTube channel and I wasn't reviewing makeup for you guys, I don't think I would pick it up year after year after year. I would pick up a few, maybe one, maybe every other year, but I don't think I would be picking them up every single year. So I'm going to just even out my cheeks, go in with just a little bit more of this product. I am going to work today after I film, so I don't want my cheeks to be super uneven. All right, now I'm going to swatch the eyeshadows, and I'm going to start with this pink shade up in the corner. I thought it was going to be a matte, and it is not. It is a satin, and it was beautiful. Very, very beautiful. This white shade feels like a glitter. It was definitely a glitter. Now this shade down here, I'm hoping that the camera will pick it up, but it looks very iridescent, and it also looks and feels like a glitter. Yeah, you can see that there is a very beautiful shift. And then last is this taupe shade down here on the bottom. So that is the brand new eyeshadow quad Utopia. And then I'll go ahead and swatch this. This is Taupe Flume. It says eyeshadow liner Kohl. So that's Taupe Flume. I think that that pairs absolutely perfectly with this eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a rougher number 1 and I'm going to go into the pink shade, and I'm going to place the pink in the crease. Now, I don't necessarily think that this color story is original either. I feel like other brands have done similar color stories. It's not to say that it's not pretty, but I feel like it's definitely been done. So there's the pink. It is more intense than I thought it was going to be, which is nice. I thought it was going to be a lot softer. There's the pink, and now I'm going to go in with the taupe shade. I take a Sonia G Mini Booster and take that in the outer corner. So far, the formula of the shadows is very, very nice. I love the way that it is blending on the eye. Now, I say all of that before I have used the glitter toppers. You guys know that glitter toppers are not my favorite formula. I don't like them. I don't like them from any brand. But we are gonna use them. I'm gonna take a Sonia G soft shader, and I'm gonna go into the bottom kind of iridescent shade and take that along the bottom half of the eye. I just do not like them. That is totally personal preference. I don't think that the payoff is that great. So I probably won't be using the glitter toppers on a regular basis, but I did want to show them to you. I just don't see that it adds that much extra to the eye. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about these glitter toppers? I'm going to go in with a white shade now. I'm going to use a rougher number 28. So I'll just pick up some of that white shade. And the white I'm going to just put in the inner corner. I didn't really feel like that white did anything, but let me know what you guys think. I am going to continue to play around with these shadows, see what other kind of looks I can create. I'm going to take that kohl pencil and I'm going to use that as my liner today. Now that I really, really did like. I think it's very pigmented. I loved how easy it is to apply. And you could actually use this as a shadow because it is very creamy. You could blend it. So I'll take a Sonia G Crease 1 and just kind of diffuse this. And you can see that you can easily use that as a shadow. So there I diffused it as a shadow. Here it is as a liner. Let me know which side you guys prefer. I think I prefer it as a liner. I think when I diffused it, it made the eye look just a little bit too deep, too dark for my personal preference. So I prefer it as a liner, but let me know what you guys think. So I will go back in with the white, since it is a little bit darker. Maybe if I add the white on top, it'll brighten it up. You guys, I'm just playing. This is complete first impression. I literally just got these in the mail last night and opened them this morning. Yeah, I tried. Still not my favorite. I do think I prefer it as a liner. I am going to work, so I'm going to go back in and build it back up so that my eyes are somewhat even. Luckily, I will be wearing glasses at work, and I don't think anyone will really notice the difference, even though there is definitely a difference. So I'm actually going to take this liner and go under the eye. I'm going to take that little brush that comes with it to blend. Here's the finished eye look once I put on mascara. I think it made a world of a difference, as I normally do. I really think that it brought the whole eye look together, and I do think that this is a beautiful look. Is it one that I'm going to reach for on a daily basis? Probably not. I think that I would reach for maybe the pink and the taupe. Those two glitter toppers are a big pass for me, but that is totally personal preference. So if you are one who loves the glitter toppers, then I think that this is a beautiful eyeshadow quad. I really, really do. I think that the pink and the taupe are beautiful. And if you love the glitter toppers, then I think that they are beautiful. They're just not my favorite formula. And that's, again, totally personal preference. I love that liner. That taupe flume is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And once mascara is on and everything is done, I do think that the eye look looks beautiful. Let me know down below what you guys think, though. I would really love to hear. I'm going to get out these lipsticks. So like I said, I am going to swatch them, and I'm going to start with shade 112. So here's shade 112 Paris. That is definitely a warm brown shade. Here's shade 104 Mademoiselle. More of like a pinky brown. Like I mentioned, I do have the original Mademoiselle, so I will swatch the original. So I think the color stayed the same. It's just a new formula. I'm not exactly sure what changed, but I do know that it is a new formula, and they are discontinuing the original Rouge Cocos. And then last, I will go ahead and swatch this Duo. Now again, this is shade Intense Nude. And that is pretty deep. That is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. So the only one of these that I found was Rosewood. Those look very, very similar. They are a little bit different, but they're pretty close. So I think for today's look, I'm going to go ahead and use the new Mademoiselle. I think it'll look best with this look. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the lip liner in shade 162 Nude Brune. So this is the brand new Rouge Coco shade 104 Mademoiselle. I think it looks exactly like the original one. The formula is a little bit different. So the original ones I felt were a little bit more hydrating. This one feels a little bit closer to their Velvet formula. I do think that it is pretty, and like I mentioned, this formula is my favorite of all the Chanel lipstick formulas, just because it is so hydrating on the lips. Like, I don't need to top it with a gloss. All right, that completes today's look using the brand new Chanel collection. Let me know down below what you guys think. I think that this look is beautiful. I think it is perfect for spring. I am very, very impressed. Do I think that it is something that you need to run out and buy? I don't. I don't. As much as I love it, and as much as I think that it is beautiful, I don't think that it is something that you absolutely have to go get. That is a total personal preference. Let me know what you guys think down below. I really am curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this collection. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you are new here and you stuck around to the very end, I encourage you to subscribe and join our luxury beauty community. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video.